Oh, I think we are live. Let me see here. Yeah, we're live. Sure we are. Tree, are you there? It says it's waiting for us. We were just talking a second ago. You there, brother? Now you're gone. Okay. You were once here, and now you're gone. Can you hear me? Literally 10 seconds ago, it was working. Literally 10 seconds, and now we're streaming. We're fucking live, and Tree's gone. What happened, dude? What happened? All I did was hit the button. What happened? I'm texting him now. What happened? I can hear you. Yeah, where are you? Where's your mic? I don't hear you at all. Yeah, I didn't change anything either. Are you talking? Look at this. Bald, my eyes. Everything's happening. Where are you? Let me test something real quick.
Try this.
There, yeah,
Does this
yeah.
work now?
Yeah, it works. What did you
Yeah, I
do,
changed
idiot?
up. It might have been my wire for the microphone might have died on me. Let me try one thing.
No, I can hear you now. Everyone press F in the chat for UrinatingTree phone. Yep. Just utmost professional. You know what's more professional than us is the YouTube live broadcast of the Major League Baseball game last
Yeah,
night.
the wire's like pooped. I don't know what's going on. Like now my connection's bad and something. I don't know what's.
All right. We can
I'm
hear you.
literally not even in the basement today. It's like what the fuck?
Well, you want credit for not being in the basement, but now you have a faulty wire. You are
Yeah.
the leastest, mostest technological person
It's not even
ever.
technological. It's like the shit pooped out on me. It was literally talking like a second ago, and once you went live, it's like,
Yeah.
thanks.
Unfortunately for me, I had to buy a new microphone this week. My old Blue Yeti, which was 3 years old, it was picking up interference in where the USB connects. And so I was listening to an older dumpster fire, and I heard that in it, and I couldn't figure it out until I finally figured out that it was the mic. And
Yeah, I mean, mine's getting up there too. Mine's almost 3 years old as well.
yeah, it's probably gonna die at some point. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
die.
they always say that about the wires, so.
Yeah. So last night I got to be on the MLB chat with I think Giraffe Neck Mark was there. Zach Hampel was there. Made the cut. John Boy was invited. Like John Boy was supposed to be there, but he only said like two things. Um,
John Boyce was there. Oh boy.
no, John Boy Media. You haven't heard of John
Oh,
Boy?
John Boy. Oh, I thought you said John Boyce,
No.
not John Boy.
If it
Sorry.
was John Boy's, I would have probably jizzed all over myself. Just the fact that I was in the same chat room as John Boy's. But no, Sports Gamers Online, a bunch of people. Caleb Saint was there, or C Saint, as everyone knows him. He was there, and it was fun. I had a great time, and I saw when I went and looked at the comments on the actual broadcast. A lot of people were saying, "Well, why is it a private chat?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh, yeah, have you ever seen a public chat? It
uh
would be
huh,
a disaster.
right." Every other word would be like testicles, testicles.
No, it'd
Uh,
just be spam,
right.
endless spam throughout the chat.
Yeah, we have a live stream of what? Only 200 to
Couple
300.
hundred.
Yeah, and we still get spammed links in the chat. There's no way they could do it. But yes, EDP should have been in the chat. He could have um, uh, posted.
EDP's not a baseball guy. If the NFL
No,
does it,
that'll not
boom.
happen. The NFL will invite us to their private chat at their offices in New York, and then they'll fly in a team of neck breakers, and that's the way that's going to happen. But the MLB seems to be embracing the. What's funny was the actual MLB YouTube account guy was in there with us, and then they did the little. How they say all broadcasts cannot be disseminated without the permission of Major League Baseball. I was about to at
I'm like,
MLB, being like, can I reuse this now? Can I
no,
get?
it would pretty much be like, dude, I use this shit all the time. They haven't come for me, which means they'll come for me.
Right. You don't ever want to call attention like to, but the thing is, like, Made the Cut. He does like compilation videos of their stuff, and they don't seem to mind. I mean, they're claiming all of it anyways. He's
Pretty
making them
much.
rich. So
Oh, pretty much. Well, not really. They can afford a couple $100.
yeah,
It
yeah,
could pay for maybe like a minute of Mike Trout's contract.
yeah. I wish that there was some sort of agreement, like some sort of program where when you get in, if you create an audience with their content, like you say, hey, look, if you want me to keep creating these videos that outview your channel, like, why don't we split the revenue somehow? Like, have some gentleman's agreement. But who knows when that'll happen.
I mean, the NBA does that, but there was apparently an issue with like them being able to control what you said. So,
Yeah.
and the problem is like if they were to agree with me, they would probably just do it to like undercut me. Especially since I just do nothing but shit on people all the time. It's like, no, you're not going to say this, or this. You're fucked. Goodbye.
Yeah. It's a dicey slope that we live on and die on as creators. But I thought it was really cool to be able to not only interact with the Blue Jays official YouTube account and the Indians. And the Blue Jays said that there's some cauliflower poutine at the ballpark. Because I was
Yeah,
like,
there always is some interesting stuff at the ballparks. Like I haven't been
yeah,
to Rogers in about a decade, so I'm interested to see how that's changed.
I've never been. I've been outside of it the first year that they opened it, but
Ah,
it was that was
yeah, that
all
was back in the
years
late
ago.
'80s.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Well, now late 90, I think it was 1989 because that was the year after the Orioles sucked. And then that weekend the Orioles were playing the Blue Jays in the best of 3 series to see who would go on to the playoffs. And the Orioles blew it. The Orioles definitely blew it. All right, so then we had the Hall of Fame inductions, right? I think Mo
Mhm.
Rivera got in.
Yep.
Who?
Unanimous. Harold Baines, Lee Smith, Edgar Martinez. I'm trying to think who else made it in. Mike Moose.
Yeah, Moose
Musina.
made it in.
Trying to think.
So
There's somebody else I'm missing. I know.
you got Moose, Edgar, Royale Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday. That's who
Yes,
I'm missing.
Mariano Rivera, Harold Baines, and Lee Smith. Okay. Out of those 6, who do you take out right away?
Harold Baines.
Yeah, I was just
He was
gonna
a
say.
solid player, but I wouldn't call him Hall of Fame worthy.
So if he's in, how come Fred McGriff's not in? Right? Like if Harold Baines is in, that must clear the door for the crime dog because
The issue with like Baines, he had a longer career than the Crime Dog. It's the only
uh
thing I can guess.
Crime Dog played 19 seasons, man. And he hit
I didn't
493
realize he played
home
that
runs.
long.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He had an
I know Baines
886.
played a while.
Yeah, Baines played a long time. Let's
Take
look
a
at
look.
his numbers. Hold on. Let me turn on the window here.
Baines played 22
All right, let's look at Harold Baines' career. Wow,
from.
that's a lot. He's an accumulator. That's what
Yeah,
he
that's
is.
why he made the Hall of Fame. Like literally, he just like played a lot of seasons. Like he has a solid career, really solid. But I wouldn't call him a Hall of Famer. Hall of Very Good, easily.
Huh, I'm hearing a lot of noise. Oh, maybe a
Is it?
fan's on. Huh,
Mhm.
my
The
processor.
dumpster fire.
The dumpster fire. Yeah. You plugged in your mic and somehow it's making my computer overheat. Now I want to see
Really? I
his
didn't even plug in my mic. Like I'm using the
Harold
microphone on my
Baines
computer. I turned off my mic.
baseball reference. All right. I'm finally getting his stats up here. Here we go.
They look up the crime dog.
Yeah. I even put this mic on the back on the shock mount too. So hopefully you guys really appreciate the sounds here. Before we get into the snapper chats, so we will get to the snapper chats. They have been accumulating. So Harold Baines only okay, here's his career numbers. 2,866 hits. What? Damn, his his shit. It's not totaling for me. It's not totaling in the right. Oh no, that's right. 400. What the fuck? Oh, he only had 384 career home runs. Wow, and then 1,600 RBIs. And you're telling me Crime Dog isn't in, and his career batting average is 289. So let's look at Fred McGriff. And now my green
slightly less batting average, a little more power. It looks like a little better on base percentage, but as I said, Bane's accumulated more stats.
Yeah. Crime Dog was 2,490 hits, 493 home runs, 284 batting average. He's got to get in next year. And that next year apparently is his last year of
until he gets in from the Veterans Committee.
Yes. Hold on, I got to change some settings here because I changed a whole bunch of stuff in my office. There we go. See, gone. Look at that. I rearranged my office and stuff. Like, you know how you have your girlfriend and she makes you, or your wife makes you rearrange your furniture, and it's never voluntary.
I'm getting my own little office soon.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So yeah, I can't believe that the Crime Dog's not in. So in the chat, if you guys want to say who your snubs are, because I thought that Musina and Edgar Martinez were the biggest snubs and they get in, and Royale Halladay got in because he was going to get in eventually, but he got the tragic factor, which is, I'm not being cynical when I say that, it's the truth, right? Would Royale Halladay, if he was still alive, would have had to wait as long as Mike Musina did?
Nah, maybe.
I don't think so. I think that Halladay was a good, solid pitcher, a great person. But, I don't know.
He would have made it eventually.
Yeah, I don't know if he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. Lee Smith, I thought, had been screwed a long fucking time. He's the all-time saves leader for like 15, 20 years, something like that. I thought that Lee Smith should have been in a while ago. So, I don't have any more hills to die on for players. I don't, other than all these bunch of steroid users, and maybe Larry Walker, but that's foolish baseball, sexy pick. Keith Hernandez was good, but he got injured too much. He was hurt all the time. All right, Tree, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's start with these snapper chats, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will start, and then we will alternate, and then it'll be like 10:30. I've got a 6 a.m. flight tomorrow to fucking CONBRAVO, so you guys will not keep us. I need the money because prostitution is legal in Canada, but you guys will not keep me up late tonight.
Oh, don't worry. We'll find a way to keep us up late.
Yeah. Jared Froman, 5 bones. Sorry that I missed the last stream. I was in Wrigley Field at the time. I'm a little jealous. Also, any surprises on the MLB trade deadline so far, in your opinion? Wow, you answer this one first, Tree.
I was at Wrigley Field like about a month ago. It had a nice little old school charm to it. But I'd say the biggest surprise is the Giants somehow pulling unbelievable luck out of their asses and potentially deluding themselves into thinking they can compete. So going from sellers to buyers, taking a significant amount of pitching out of the market.
Yeah, I think that them getting hot was the worst thing that happened to them.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happened to the Pirates last year. They went on a 10-game winning streak or 11-game winning streak. Mm-hmm. It deluded them into buying, and you get Archer and Kell out of it. And to be honest, they're even worse than I imagined. They've both been disasters.
Yeah, I think that if the Giants go buying and then they get cold.
Yeah, it's it's going to be, why did you buy?
Right. And then now you're stuck with Mad Bum, and all you're going to get is a compensatory for him when you could have gotten somebody.
A legit, Clint Frazier or something.
Yeah. I want the Mets to go delusional and become buyers for some stupid reason.
Be careful, they could. With how bad the NL is this year. I think they're only 5 games out of a wild card spot.
Yeah, but I hear that they're listening for Edwin Diaz, who's they should that would be addition by subtraction if they were to get rid of Diaz.
Problem with
Anyways,
Edwin Diaz
even
is you're going to be trading him for significantly less value than you acquired him.
well, that's true.
Because
They gave
not only did you give up two top prospects, you also had to acquire a terrible, terrible contract in Robinson.
yeah, well, but he hit 3 bombs the other day. Come on, I mean he's really just cashing in on everything by hitting 3 bombs in one fucking game and being hurt the entire rest of the time. So I'm thrilled with Bobby Cano being a Met.
Such a Mets
Mm-hmm.
move.
Yep. All right. Let's keep it moving.
We can, sir. All right, let's go to Tucker White 94 for $5. So I know it's not y'all's cup of tea, but as outsiders, what do you see as the biggest problems that brought NASCAR down this past decade? That one's simple. I feel like they've abandoned their core tenets to try and chase after a clientele that doesn't care about the sport. That's been their issue.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the problem is with that is they did tap out their base, right? So they were intelligent in going after a larger market and they were growing. I don't know what to really put the finger like I think Company Man made a video on NASCAR, which I haven't been able to watch yet. But I don't know what NASCAR's problem is. It's just an inexplicable downturn. And yeah, I think in retrospect, you look and say, okay, if we had just stuck with the core, which is, what it was for 20 some odd years, instead of these drivers getting private jets and all that. But I don't know. I can't really narrow it down to one thing why NASCAR was, 15 years ago, the soup du jour, and now it's, or 10 years ago, and now it's just tanking like the 76ers or the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I don't get it. L.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, $2. What's your take on MLB games on YouTube? I want to hear your perspective on this tree before I give mine, which is going to be glowingly positive.
I think it's a decent idea. I mean, MLB needs to embrace the social media market. They need to get a younger base because that's been their biggest issue. They haven't been able to attract young clientele. And even if it is like not even a game of the week, they could even just restream games on YouTube on occasion, like not even do like their own broadcast. I think their biggest issue is like the scoreboard they have is kind of clunky. That needs to change up a little bit, make it a little smaller, make it sleeker.
Uh
But
huh.
otherwise, it's not bad.
I will tell you what was refreshing about it. Number one is, I mean, I obviously gonna homer it because I was part of it and I felt really exclusive that they invited me when they could have invited like lots of other people. And somehow it's like, oh, you want me, the biggest, one of the biggest shit posters in on earth, who is constantly claiming that the ball is juice this year. Uh, I thought it was very refreshing that in between innings there was a countdown to when the first pitch would be. There were no commercials, and they had really nice puff segments in between that were interesting. And I thought being a part of it was great, and I really actually dug the format that they had. And they got like 1.7 total million views, and I think the first one was 2 million. That's a pretty good share on views
Yeah.
for a
They had a steady flow of about 150,000
yeah, I mean,
or so,
so
like 100,000, 110, 120. That's not bad
right. So
for
you
an
have
average Tuesday night game against the Toronto Maple, like the Blue Jays that aren't that good.
right. So they had like 107. I think the peak was about 180K concurrent, but then it gets to 2 million, 1.7 2 million views, which I mean, dude, MLB games during the week, especially regional, do not do well in terms of rating shares. Like you're talking a 1 share, maybe a point 0.8 share. So I think, I hope YouTube and I hope MLB sees the upside to these games. But I thought that the Facebook was a disaster last year. But
Facebook was pretty rough. As I said, it wasn't even had a worse like thing than
yeah,
MLB. Which I mean, I don't blame MLB for trying, but it was just executed poorly.
yeah. And I love how the MLB is embracing creators instead of uh, going against it, which they had been for at first. They were like, "Fuck you, you're not gonna fucking use a snippet of our shit," and now
Once
they're
again,
like,
they had to. I mean, but as I said,
"Yeah,
even as like I've been doing it the last couple of years, like MLB, like they haven't really bothered to like contest anything. There was
I."
only like one instance, and that was like, what the hell?
The MLB is one of the few that you can contest. You can say, "Hey, it was fair use," and they'll let it. I mean, not all the time. If it's like a 10-second clip, they I've disputed over fair use, and they've been like, "Okay," but that's the only one. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, with MLB's sake, I mean, they should be like allowing, but they should be fair at the same time. They shouldn't allow themselves to be walked over. Like I shouldn't be able to
right, you
put
shouldn't
out
re
entire highlights of, let's say, Astros Dodgers Game 5 of the 2017 World Series.
right. I think it should be transformative. Like I think that, like in some cases if you go and research and find like MLB players getting hit in the nuts by the ball, like yeah, that's original, right? Like you went and poured through what someone. But if you're just gonna rip their fucking highlights, not even slap your watermark on it, that's bullshit. So, I want to see guys getting hit in the nuts. That's what I want to see.
Oh yeah, I mean it has to.
It's you on Paul Feinstein. I keep eating these sours. They're really good.
Always about the sours. You're getting past the keto.
Yeah, it's sugar free. I'm good.
Mm. Yeah, I got to get back on the wagon myself. The
Uh-huh.
exercise, the food kills me every goddamn time.
I weigh
It's too good.
169. By the way, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
I have never been under 169. The lowest I ever was as an adult was 195, and I looked like a skeleton.
You look like a
Like I
what?
looked gaunt. I looked like a skeleton. I was gaunt as hell.
What happened? Were you in a prison or something that didn't
No,
have
I
access
mean
to
like I
food?
had lost like a lot of weight. I had lost like 50 pounds, like 5 months. But the
Oh,
problem is I did it like very extreme. Like I had like a
oh,
1,500 calorie a day diet. Like I would exercise pretty regularly, but the problem is it sapped me of most of my strength. So that's
couldn't
why.
you couldn't even beat off? It was like you were a stranger, right? It was like, oh,
Yeah, pretty much. It
oh.
was just like, oh
But
God.
you looked great,
But
probably. You know,
But let's
or
go
you
on
looked like
to
a
Paul
cancer patient.
Feinstein for $10. Guys, since there is a lull in sports, I was wondering after CA, I can join y'all on the dumpster fire to give a youth's perspective. I can whip up a Twitter account to send you DM if you want to do it. I already got a Discord account.
Why not? All right, next show, Paul, you're up. We'll put you on at the end. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'll
And
make it
another
happen.
from Paul Feinstein.
DM me on Twitter, and then use code TREE. No.
No, use code 5 points
Yeah, yeah.
to save $20 off your first purchase.
You know what I didn't recognize? You know what we should have done when we bought the tickets for the game Sunday? Was that two of us should have bought two tickets and used the code, and then, or one of us should have bought two tickets and the other should have bought two tickets.
We have had to create different accounts.
No, we would have just had, you would have bought two tickets, and I would have told you exactly which other two to buy, and we would have saved $40 instead of 20. But
Mm-hmm.
that's simple math right there. But we didn't
Oh,
screw
no.
over our one of our best sponsors. Anyways, but they don't care. Um,
They're
Paul
making.
finds
They should be making pretty good money right now. I mean, they
oh,
went through their advertising blitz, and hopefully they're making some bag.
companies don't make money for a long time. It's all about valuation. It's all about market cap.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Amazon was
ad
not profitable.
blitz.
Yeah.
I mean, they went through a lot of that the last 2 years, so they probably burned through a lot of money there.
Oh yeah. Paul Feinstein, here's the second one for $5. UT will MLBPA.com come to their senses and allow hard cap. MLB needs it or else it will fold when main fans and TV deals gone and low attendance because of three true outcomes. Thoughts?
Problem is, they're not. MLBPA will never do that. The time to get a salary cap in baseball was in the early 90s.
Yeah,
There's
94.
no way they're going to agree to that. None. And
Well,
for you Pirates fans out there, Keone Kela is now in the game.
oh,
Him with the altercations and becoming a cancer and has just given up a double. First at bat back.
nice.
But yeah, as I was saying, there's no way the MLBPA will allow it. The MLB would have to concess something else.
Well, they're gonna all point back to, hey, look, we have the luxury tax, right? Like, aren't teams not supposed to spend money? And the owner, I don't think the owners want a cap, especially if the smaller owners are like, fuck that. Why would there be a cap? We're getting
Yeah, because
paid.
they'd have to have a floor, and the problem
Right.
is like teams like Kansas City and Miami and Pittsburgh and Oakland, they'd be bulking at that shit.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Because
okay, well,
Pittsburgh, it looks like they're going to be blowing shit up, and their salary cap, their payroll is going to plummet.
yeah. Doesn't Mike Trout make more than some teams? Like, I think so.
Pretty close. I mean, probably almost as much as Miami.
Yeah. Hold on. You read the next
Yeah,
one while I look up. Um,
that I can. That I can. Jared Froman for $5. Starting tomorrow, the Tigers, a team who can't hit, will visit Seattle, a team who can't pitch for a 4-game series. Any thoughts? My opinion split. Ooh, because I mean, Seattle, the problem is they can't field either. I'm going to go actually Seattle 3 games to 1 because Seattle can hit. The Tigers can't really pitch that well either. And the only weapons they have might be getting traded off in the next couple days.
Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting after the trade deadline. Like everyone's talking about Stroman or what's his name? Archer won't get dealt, but everyone. Well, now that Mad Bomb's
Be
out, do you think?
careful. Archer may get dealt, but it'll be significantly less.
Yeah, is
Like,
Stroman on the block? Are they saying that?
yes.
Yeah,
I mean, Toronto's getting rid of everybody, and
right.
Stroman strikes me as a guy there. Someone's going to massively overpay.
Mm-hmm. Sogard is another guy that they're talking about getting rid of. A lot of role players, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's always, one closer loses his job. Like I used to hate the trade deadline as a fantasy player because you'd be like, "Fuck, now I got to pick up like 3 closers on waiver wire."
Yeah.
Like
The other big guy is Ken Giles. That's the other guy.
yeah, Ken Giles. So the O's have the lowest payroll at 40 million, which is close to Mike Trout. And
Hmm. And the only reason why that's as high as it is because of the Chris Davis cut.
yeah, right.
Otherwise, you'd be at like 17 million.
If they were able to defer his
They've deferred some of it already. They'll have to defer more.
so Mike Trout maxed out is at 35 million. So yeah, if you were to just cut Chris Davis, which is 15 million of that 40, yeah. And then they have 21 million on injured reserve. The Orioles are paying guys not to play baseball. And the
Pretty
Mariners
much.
the Mariners have 50 million on IR. Holy shit.
They've eaten a lot of money from the Edwin Encarnacion and I think Encarnacion they're paying a good bit of a nose contract. They're paying nearly all of Jay Bruce's final 2 years, and all for marginal prospects.
The
Like,
Nats are carrying 59 million in IR. Huh. Surprisingly, it's the Yankees have the most, but the Cardinals are right behind them at 63. Who the fuck is injured for the Cardinals with all that payroll?
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are they still paying Rick Ankiel or some shit? What the fuck? All right. Beast of Metal, 1989 for $10. MLB has been on my shit list for a few years now, ever since they sued NASCAR over a race name. It's called a pun, Manfred and Co., which is a type of parody, aka fair use. You worthless pieces of fuck shit. That's what he's saying right there. Oh, I
To be
like
fair,
this
what can you
next
really
one.
say
What
about that?
so they sued them over a race name? What was it called? The Nathan's Hot Dog 400 or something? And then they were
Probably
like,
the Peanuts and Cracker Jacks 500.
that's right. No. The Peanuts and Cracker Jacks 500. You can't. That's MLB trademarked right there. Oh, Jordan Hicks. Yeah, he's going to be traded for sure. He's on the. Oh, or was Jordan Hicks injured?
He's injured. He had
That's
Tommy
it.
John.
Oh, that's right. Maybe who else is Wainwright? I think he's injured.
Wainwright's still on there. Like, he pitched tonight.
Oh, no, he's just bad. Sorry.
Yeah, he sucked. But the
Yeah.
problem is the Pirates pitched Jordan Lyles and he
Uh,
sucks even
all right,
worse.
we're getting
Like,
some. Yeah, Carpenter and Ozuna are injured. Yadier Molina's a lot of money.
yeah, Yachty's injured.
Uh huh. All right.
Now it's all about Tommy Edman.
Uh huh. It's all about Tommy Edman, buddy. All
Yeah,
right.
it's the random rookie that comes out of nowhere. But let's go on to this next super chat. Crimson Huntsman for $2. Thoughts on Steve Ballmer at the press conference?
I heard some sound bites earlier of Steve Ballmer just fucking going nuts.
I was seeing him going crazy like when I was getting my haircut today. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Good old Chris Ballmer, not Steve Ballmer fucking going ape shit nuts and just slurping all over Kawhi Leonard. Was
Yeah, it's like, thank you. Thank you for giving me 2 years, even though we may be mortgaging our entire future. But
yeah.
yeah,
And we traded for Paul
Paul
George.
George, those all of our draft
Yeah.
picks.
Yeah. But hey, that's how the NBA works now. You just
Yeah.
gotta break some eggs to make an omelet, and
You had 3 teams make the trade, and they're all in the same conference.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
One of them's going to backfire, at least.
It's gonna be interesting. It is fucking July 24th, and we're still talking about the NBA, right? Like,
Yeah.
crazy. All right, I love this next one because it's TIE Fighter 94. Let me see if I can scroll up to this back when it happened. I don't think I can go that far back. It's these new emoji things that you can purchase now. So for $2, he's got 2 fists like bumping like this, like bam. Like I think they're Muay Thai. They're like MMA gloves. So I thought that's pretty cool. And then they're called super stickers. That's right. They're called snap stickers. TIE Fighter 94 for $10. So here's the follow-up. I just wanted to send a super sticker to see what it's like. Anyway, 5 points. Will you do more MLB live chats? And Tree, can you get your girlfriend to be on the stream?
Oh, Lord. I don't even know if they should even want me to be on the stream. Because I'd be like, this guy sucks.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty much what it's going to be.
I
That's
was-
how I think.
So they invited me back for Monday's game, but I'm coming home from Toronto, so I had to say no, but I will be on as many broadcasts as I can just because I like telling my wife I gotta watch this game. Like
And you're like
funny.
super famous now,
Right.
man. Like you get to be on the MLB YouTube channel. You can use it as a badge of honor. You can use it as like a resume thing. It's like I was on the MLB YouTube correspondent.
Chat.
Again, I used you as a reference.
So were you on the broadcast? Yeah, kind of. So did you say anything into the mic? No, I didn't.
I was in the chat.
Yeah. So what did you do? Did you ask any questions? I did ask Danny Jansen who the strongest Toronto Blue Jay was, and he said Vladdy's probably the strongest, Vlad Jr. But thanks, TIE Fighter, for the super sticker. That's right. Do they have a masturbating super sticker? Because I would use that in the official.
They probably have like you probably could do that with a eggplant and a little splash of
little
water.
squirt, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
You find a way to get creative.
They need to turn this into an emoji, right? So yes,
Pretty much.
You know that's a popular meme when I've never sent you the eggplant and the squishy squish, and everyone has sent it at least once in their life. That's how guys work, and women have no understanding if that's how we work. Like if you don't send one of your friends the eggplant and the squirt, like that's not a friend, if you ask me. So,
Right. But that's how it always is. It's up there with like, I don't know, shit. What else? Like like with the fingers.
Oh, what, this thing?
Yeah, like with the one hand going that way and like the doing the OK sign.
Yeah, the circle
like that.
thing. Yeah. I can't even do it because my hand's like all awkward. Look. Oh yeah, I got all y'all bitches. Oh. All right. Read Lua. Lua's next.
Did you just flash a white power symbol on this channel?
I did not.
God, we're going to the re-education. That's what they're calling it now. Comparing to the Cubs.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, the Cubs banned that fan because he did this. And he did it properly too. He had the fingers down.
He did he did like that. That's how you do like make people look at your dick.
Right. No, it's that if people look at it and they see it, like you get to punch them, right?
Yeah, or like punch him in the shoulder or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. And it's kind of like 2 for flinching, and then they ban that guy for the rest of his life from doing.
Life because
Uh-huh.
people are sissies.
That's right. People are
Fuck
sissies.
everything.
Yep. All right.
July 24th, $5 from Lua. Who's spinning the hamster wheel more, the Wild or the Sabres?
Mm.
Honestly, in my opinion, between both of them, we can power Kansas for 25 years. I'm going to say Wild because at least the Sabres or at least understand they're bad enough to try and reload. The Wild can't do that. And
Yeah.
they're still trying to throw money around.
Well, the Wild hasn't let any players go like Ryan O'Reilly and watch them become good, and win a cup. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with the
O'Reilly,
Sabres.
like,
He was kind of
like
garbage
he,
though.
he like lost motivation in Buffalo. It was that bad.
Well, living in Buffalo can do that to you.
No, it's just being on a bad team with a coach that shouldn't be anywhere near coaching.
Blysma? Yeah.
No, Phil
Oh.
Housley.
Oh, Housley. Blysma was the coach in Buffalo, wasn't he? Or
Yeah,
no?
he was coach for a little bit. Yeah, he
Yeah.
he sucked.
He's terrible, but he won a cup. So,
Yeah, he won with Terrian's systems and Terrian's players. He just
yeah.
loosened them a little bit.
Well, he had Sidney Crosby. All right, so Amidge Dio's back. What's up? Big fan. Buck 49 sent a salt shaker because I did a video ranking every NFL fan base on salt content. You ever just get an idea and you're like, this is gonna work. This is gonna eat. This is gonna eat. And Amidge Dio's back. The salt sticker is for both tree and FPV. Thank you for the stickers. That's what I do now. I earn.
I'm pretty good at producing salt this month.
Yes.
The deadline goes a different way in MLB and maybe even more.
Oh God. Pirates, if they don't sell, if they don't get their heads out of their asses and become sellers, I don't know what, but you're gonna love it if they become buyers, aren't you?
No. After last year,
They're still in it.
I completely lost it. Like after they acquired
They
Arthur,
play
like,
in the
why are you
NL
buying?
Central. They play in the NL Central. Anyone can win the NL Central. The Reds are still in it.
They're 2-9 in their last 11.
I know. It would be just such a fucking nutting thing if they became buyers now, when every data point says no.
Yeah, we're gonna acquire Stroman for Mitch Keller, Brian Hayes, and I don't know, Calvin Mitchell.
Calvin Mitchell. All right, read this next one, and then I want to do something. I have a surprise for everyone because Kevin just reminded me of something. But read this next one here.
That I can, sir. That is from Beast of Metal 1989. This sticker concept isn't going away, is it? And all because humanity is more mind-fucked than Kucherov after witnessing the power of Bobrovsky. The sticker thing is never going away. It's YouTube trying to be relevant, probably.
No, they're trying to appeal. So they're killing a bunch of kids' channels, but now they're adding very kids-like features to the live stream. So I don't know.
It's because they're just copying everybody else. They saw what's happening with Facebook and Instagram, and they're trying to be them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's their mindset.
Yeah. I don't like the stickers.
Here's the super chat.
Facebook.
The super chat's mainly ripped from Twitch.
Yeah.
They did that snap. They did a literal Snapchat thing. That was just like the YouTube moments. It's just like it's Snapchat. That's all it is.
I think as things evolve, they're just trying to figure shit out, copycat everybody. I don't know.
Yeah. Like
right.
YouTube doesn't really have an original idea. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna jump in. So, Kevin Mon Magnum, I'm gonna read this. He asked me, did it come? Which he could have just said, hey, dude, remember that, because he knows it came, but because he sent it to me. So he sent me a package. I have no idea what it is. Here, I'm not gonna dox him or me. This is the back of it, so you don't have to read that later. But so I have no idea what this is. I gave him my real address, so hopefully he doesn't, hopefully I don't piss him off. But let's see what it is. Oh, holy shit. Wow.
What'd he get you?
This is more than I imagined.
the stream's delayed, so I gotta wait.
He got me a fucking Rangers jersey. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
A New York Rangers
Holy shit,
jersey.
with the
Holy shit.
captain? And he
What the
got my
fuck? Did he get you a
name
Panarin?
on the
Oh, he got you a
back,
custom name.
too.
Oh,
He put my
shit.
name on the back.
Dude, shit.
This is amazing, dude.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Dude.
Dude, this is awesome. I'm fucking jacking. I'm going to go jack off right now with this
Dude.
on. I'm going to look at myself in the mirror.
Get
Holy
that shit
dude.
framed.
Yeah, and he got with the number 5 too. How appropriate. That's perfect.
God
I gotta
damn.
put this on. That's gonna happen.
This
So,
calls for a damn son.
This is a damn son. This is the greatest moment in the dumpster fire history. People sending us shit, and now
For like sitting around doing nothing.
I
Like
have-
all we do is just shit talk.
Fucking-
And like, yeah,
Look,
have a
I've got it
jersey.
in
Have like
vids, too.
five,
Hold
10
on,
bucks. It's like, what the
walk
fuck?
around here. Look, my new physique here. Woohoo! I look a
Your
little
new
like Messi.
physique, huh?
Look, it's perfect too. It fits. Sleeves are like right on. I'm gonna fucking wear this shit.
You should wear that every stream, sir.
I'm gonna
Actually,
wear
if you
it
go to
once-
MSG, wear it.
Once
Wear it
October,
in Toronto. Fuck it. Why not?
dude. Kevin Von Magnum has all the clout in the dumpster fire now. He just has all of it. So
He's won the award. I think you should wear a male romper for that. I think that counts as a $200 dono.
you're gonna make me wear a male romper because I got a fucking football jersey? I mean, a fucking
Dude,
hockey
those things
sweater?
are expensive. They're at least like $100.
Dude, these
maybe
things are
more.
not cheap, man. Unless it's a bootleg. No, it's not. It's got the
And
NHL
it's
logo.
got the NHL logo on it. It can't
Yeah.
be bootleg.
Yeah, it's official, man. Holy shit, dude. Dude, that's awesome. This is way better than a Snapchat. I'm gonna tell everyone my address from now on.
Oh god. And this is the 24th dildo that 5 Points has received in the mail. And
Yes.
oh, the doorbell just rang. Somebody ordered pizza for us yet.
Yep. Oh, nice. All right. We were at Beast. Now that Kevin just hijacked our whole show by giving me a Rangers jersey, which is amazing. Yeah. So I think it's Bees with an exclamation point.
That's a nice name. I like
Yeah.
bees.
It's just-
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Right.
You
That's
ever watch
yeah. It's just alarming no matter what. Bees. Fuck. All right.
bees? And we have a position player pitching for the Pirates already. We're fucked. It's the 7th inning.
All right. Okay. You're getting shelled.
This team is horrible.
It's the worst ever. It's the worst.
All you can do is laugh. But in the meantime, all-time biggest Coopertown snubs.
Cooperstown, yes. Yeah, Sentry a Minecraft card.
If they don't make it in, Clemens and Bonds.
You know, they cheated though. Like, I think that they should get in, but only when they're dead. That's how cynical I am. Like, I feel like Pete Rose should be in for how he played the game of baseball, but not.
Yeah, but gambling, it's just like he won't get in until he's dead either. It'll be his son inducting him.
Yeah, Pete Rose Jr. Remember him?
Yeah, the guy who somehow made it onto a Major League Baseball team.
Because his name was Pete Rose. Like, I should have just named my kid Pete Rose Jr. and he might be playing in the red system right now.
You should have named your kid 5 Points Jr. So in 20 years he can be a shit poster like you on YouTube.
Adam Jackson Jr. That's right. Yeah, I think that Fred McGriff is my biggest snub, and maybe Larry Walker, but that's it.
Larry Walker was a good player. I mean,
Yeah, he was a hell of a.
I mean,
player.
some of it was buoyed by Coors Field, but even in his time in Montreal showed us he's a really good player.
Hold on, I'm looking at a list right here of who the biggest snubs are. Veda Pinzon, no, Minnie Minoso, Dick Allen. Dick Allen should be in, but he was a fucking asshole. That's why he's not in. He was a big time dickhead.
Being an asshole, what a shocker.
Dewey Evans, maybe. Yeah. Lefty O'Doul should be in. Tommy John, no. Lee Smith is in. Joe Torre, no. Mark McGuire is not in.
Maybe Torrey is a manager. I
Uh-huh.
could see him making them as that, not as a player.
Harvey Kuhn, Ted Simmons. How is Ted Simmons not a Hall of Famer? He's one of the greatest catchers on earth. Huh? I didn't know that. Alan Trammell should get in eventually.
Bramble will probably make it in on the Veterans
Yeah.
Committee selection.
Bell, no. Jack Morris, isn't he in?
Yeah, I thought he was in.
Yeah.
I thought he
This is
made it in
old.
a year or two
Gil
ago.
Hodges. Okay, I will say Gil Hodges has been a snub for a long time. And he was the Mets manager. They won the 69 World Series, and then he died of a heart attack the next year. It was,
Yeah.
yeah. Tim Raines, I believe, is in. Rafi
Yeah, Reigns
Palmeiro.
made it in a couple years ago.
Yeah. Rafi Palmeiro will not get in because
He won't get in, not just because I don't think his stats were that good, but also the steroids.
He lied in front of Congress, right?
Yeah,
So,
he'll never make it in.
yeah, he fucked up. He fucked up. All right, let's keep the super chats moving.
Yeah,
Here.
he'll be in the underground section along with Shoeless Joe Jackson and Pete Rose and 10-cent beer night and the Nationals moving to Texas.
Yes.
But otherwise, LC Day
Okay, you get
for
this one, yeah.
$14 Canadian. Hello, you beautiful people. Question for 5 points vids. How does one become a fan of the Mets versus Yankees or Giants versus Jets? Are there any parts of the city more associated with the team?
So, usually it's Yankees and Giants are together because the Yankees are kind of more of an uptown thing and the Giants kind of carries over to that. And then Mets and Jets, just because the Mets won in 69, the Jets won in 70. But I'm part of the generation where the Mets won in 86 and the Giants won in 87. So, and then I didn't know about the Jets when I was a kid. I just saw that there was the New York Giants. So there are a bunch of people that are Mets Giants fans. There's some Yankees Jets fans. But really, I mean, Yankees versus Mets, though, is typically a sort of a class thing. Typically, because the Mets play out in Queens. It's a little more blue collar out there. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of blue collar Yankees fans, but it's more of an uptown, like Long Island thing. So,
Yeah, like Yankees
trust
struck me
me.
as more of a Manhattan
Yeah.
like
And
sort of deal.
yeah, and the Brooklyn Dodgers were definitely the working class, and trust me, my dad was and his family in North Jersey were working class. So that's why my dad did not grow up a Yankee fan. He loved the Dodgers and the losing. Because the Dodgers, remember, the Brooklyn Dodgers were the Mets before the Mets in more ways than one. In more ways than one. David Benjamin for $2. The Pirates are in last place. Wee wah.
Maybe I meant to deliberately jinx them. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I remember saying I made that as a protest pick. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you predicted the Pirates." It's like, no, I made them because I was pissed off at how awful the NL Central.
What if they rally and
It wouldn't shock me because that's pretty much how the insane luck they were dealing with for like a month. It's like, oh boy, we're down by 9. Here comes a 10-1 walk off.
what if they become sellers? What if they become sellers and still win the NL Central?
No, what's probably going to happen is they'll sell, and then in September they come out of nowhere, like go on this wild pace and end up a couple games out of a wild card spot. That's what's going to happen. Because they can't even lose properly.
Yeah, they suck at losing. How do you suck at losing?
Oh, don't worry. You find ways to suck at losing. Pirates sucked at losing for a long time because no matter what they did, they'd always be, like 60, like low 60s, high 70s and win and never like get like a top draft pick.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think the draft really matters in baseball as much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, if you get a super high draft pick, like
you got to be able to
really
not trade for Chris Archer. You know.
Oh, don't worry. They'll find a way to fuck that up too because our management crew is still garbage. Clint Hurdle is, hurdling himself off a cliff.
Yeah, he's Clint Hurdle. Yep. Beautiful ball.
Yeah, and we've had him for almost a decade now.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Fun.
come on. We got to keep going before we have to hit the cutoff. Hmm.
Pretty much. I keep getting distracted from the damn Pirates. Beast of
Hmm.
Metal 1989 for $5. At this point, it's got to be negative karma. And no, I will not indulge in that single letter push. It's
Single
probably
letter.
about his last one. But
Yes.
guess about the
Yes.
sticker concept. It's the only thing I
Yes.
can think of.
Well, or any predictions about the Pirates. That's all negative karma. Uh-huh.
Maybe. And Crimson
Maybe.
Huntsman for
Yes.
$2. When is that Charlotte Hornets video coming?
Ooh.
I've been thinking about that one for a while. As I said, I want to do a deep dive on Jordan's legacy and the executive. I mean, this may push it up a little further up to the front after losing Kemba Walker for nothing.
Have you ever heard about it's used to circulate 4chan. There was a story about the Hornets mascot and this kid that had diarrhea and shit all over the Hornets mascot. Hmm.
That
Yeah. That's
sounds like
hilarious.
a Hornet sort of situation.
That's a Hornets slash 4chan post, So, hmm Leo Doyle. Uh-huh. I think you underestimate the level of Saints saltiness. In addition to the no call, we have the Minneapolis Miracle, and Vernon Davis walks it off in 11. Yeah, you have a lot of salt. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like I'm running to more proud Saints fans because of Drew Brees and the Super Bowl. But as I said, if it was 2009, Saints fan without a doubt would have been the most salty fan. Period. Period.
Yeah, well, when I was down there for the Steeler game, there were a lot of arrogant ones for good reason.
Yeah, well, you were probably wearing a Steelers jersey, right? So,
Well, at the game,
yes.
not like
Uh-huh. Well,
in
that's
flight.
when you talk the shit is in your building, right? Um, but yeah, I think I probably sold you short on this on the salt. But just wait, the triggering video's coming. You'll get plenty of that shit in the triggering video. That's why I wanted to milk this, right? I was like, all right, I got this idea about the salt concept. But now when triggering comes around, you'll get your eggplant emoji then. Hmm. Oh, you get to read this next one.
Official Gusrichlin. I probably misspelled that name or butchered it. What team is next in NFL team is next in line for a legacy of failure? Ooh. There are a few decent choices. The Bengals, the Titans, like I would say Chargers.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Bengals have it out for them. I keep forgetting. I know the Lions one you've held off on for a while, but I think the Bengals are next. Especially if they come out this year and they're like 4-12. But didn't you rip them pretty bad when
Yeah, it was like a recap of how they collapsed
yeah,
in
yeah,
against the Steelers.
yeah, yeah. You were livid too. You were pissed off that they did
I
that.
was sitting there in shock watching that game after work at a bar. I'm like, how the
Uh-huh.
hell did we win?
I remember that line. It's like, "Good job, Vontez. You should have stayed in the fucking locker room."
He should have stayed in that locker room.
He should have, but he didn't count on what's his name.
Antonio Brown
No,
or
no, the guy that fumbled. It
or
wasn't. It
yo
wasn't.
Jeremy Hill.
Yeah, poor Jeremy Hill. He was just trying to gain a yard. Beast of Metal 1989. I feel like Archer and Keela are just an extension of the Huntington can't trade for shit narrative. This makes a lot of sense. I can't wait to laugh at the returns on Bell. They're not gonna trade Josh Bell. Come on.
Trade Josh Bell, it'll be in the offseason. The thing with Josh Bell is though he's been ice cold in July. Like he's been bad.
Oh,
Like
well.
he's hitting at like since the All-Star break, I think he's been hitting at like a 130 pace.
Maybe he doesn't like the heat. Maybe he's like Brant Allier, who just didn't like the heat. You know? Maybe that's it. Maybe he needs to get traded to, say, Toronto. And he can hit in the summertime. I don't know. I don't know. Uh,
I don't know.
yeah, Huntington has poor trade skills. Well, we can.
Yeah, it's been like this for a while. Jason Bay trade blew up in their face. I don't think it's talent evaluation's the issue. It's developing that talent. That's the
Jason
issue.
Bay. Why? How dare you bring that name around a Met fan? Okay, fuck
Dude,
you.
you should have seen the return for Jason Bay we got. We got Brandon Moss, who became good after he left. Craig Hansen, who had great stuff but could never control. There was trying to think who else. There was Brian Morris and Andy LaRoche.
Another trade between the Pirates and the Mets. Chris Benson, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah, they traded for Jose Bautista.
Yeah. Uh, I remember Anna Benson. Remember that? His wife, his crazy, hot wife. Anyways, all right.
Oh yeah.
All right, you got Jake Bizzell coming back. Who's in the lead for the Bizzell Award tonight? I think Kevin Von Magnum gets it.
Yeah, it's got to be Von Magnum for the
Yeah.
jersey.
So now we have a Von Magnum tier of if you give a shit, you get that award. Now. Uh-huh.
Oh God.
We should set
What
up
have
a
you
PO
done?
box. Uh-huh. All right. Just read this one. We're getting way behind. It's almost 10. And I still
I
have to
know that.
pack.
I mean, I got it back too. Jake
Mm.
Bazell for 5. Hello, my friends. I know this is unrelated, but I'm soon, and I wanted to know: have you guys ever moved long distance? I have not.
Yeah, I this one time when I was 6, I moved from Alabama to Korea. That sucked.
I'm
Shit.
shocked you lived in Alabama.
I was born in Alabama, dude. Because my dad was in the military. And
Ah,
no, I used to move every 2 years from the time I was like 3 till I was 16. So it sucks. But it's the only cool part about it is you put all your stuff and you pack it up, and then like 2 months later, it's like reopening all your Christmas gifts again, and you're just like, oh, here's my shit. It's
mm-hmm.
just the same. Now it's broken.
Moving is a
Now
pain in
it's
the ass in
broken.
general. So,
Yep. It's just broken now. Okay. Taylor Phillips, Nick Castellanos is a crybaby over a 372-foot home run. Did he get triggered off of
and he got pissed about like the center field wall.
nice.
Like, I know he got pissed about Comerica Park center field, like it being that deep.
Only 372 feet? Well, that is kind of
Let me
shallow.
look up on that.
Hey, you play within the rules. Don't hate the player or don't hate the game. Hate yourself. Nick Castellanos, you're a major league ball player. Who gives a shit? Fuck you.
Yeah. As I said, I know he bitched about how deep it was in center field. It wasn't
Oh.
372, but
What did the
it might.
Statcast say? Huh? Yeah.
I said it was probably somebody else that like did it.
Okay.
I don't know, man. But we look that up. Let's go to our next Snapchat by Josh Bush, the NASCAR driver. For $5, I am loving the NASCAR talk despite knowing nothing except that Kurt and Kyle have the same last name as me.
Mm-hmm. I like the Bush brothers. One of them will spin you out. I think it's Kyle. Kyle will just
Yeah,
spin you
I
out.
think it was. I thought it was Kurt. I wasn't
Oh,
sure there.
I thought Kyle Bush
Probably
is the big
both.
time. Yeah, I thought Kyle's the bigger asshole. It could be Kurt. One of them has like a lazy
Maybe.
eye. I think that's Kyle. Um, but yeah, you know what? I think that they should just have racing where they just crash, like they at the end, like they just intentionally crash, but nobody gets hurt. Beast of Metal 1989, the Truck Series race at Eldora was called the Mud Summer Class. Okay, so now he's explaining this lawsuit. Was called the Mud Summer Classic from 2013 to 15. MLB decided that was legally actionable and forced them to rename it the Dirt Derby. Light a candle for the puns. Okay, that is bullshit to call it to sue them over the Mud Summer Classic.
Yeah, that's not related though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Like
changed
the
it.
Midsummer Classic's just a nickname for the All Star.
Right. It's not even a trade. It might not even be a trademark thing. I don't fucking know. But if you call it Mud Summer, like, oh, so you can't fucking have puns anymore? That would piss me off if I were Beast of Metal 1989. That's bullshit. I should. Someone should poop in Rob Manfred's. I can't say that stuff. I'm a MLB chatter. I cannot say things like that. I don't want to get kicked out of the chat because it was really fun. I was messing with Zach Hampel last night, asking him about catching foul balls and shit. That dude's been to everywhere.
Zach Campbell.
Yeah, that dude's been everywhere, man.
Yeah, he catches all the foul balls.
Yeah. Then they had what's his name, Unboxing Extreme or
Yeah,
whatever.
they had him on like
They had him in the
the
booth.
broadcast
He's
itself.
he's Canadian. Yeah.
So he's ultra famous.
Yes. He is more famous than me, who is just a chatter in the MLB chat room.
Hey, you're more famous than me because let's put it this way, I wasn't even invited to that chat.
Well, you'll get invited. They're looking
I
for
don't
more
really
people.
care. It's like
Right.
whatever.
Well, they're looking for more people. They want more panelists. Trust me. I was nervous at first, but then I remembered I've been in a million AOL chat rooms, where you used to ask ASL, right? Did you ever get into AOL chat rooms?
Nah, a little bit.
You didn't try to corner someone and DM an FBI agent to try to send them dick pics? That wasn't you? All right.
Nah. Oh,
Okay.
also a little update on this Pirates game. Paul DeYoung has just hit his third home run of the night. It is 14-6 by St. Louis.
Getting fucked.
This team sucks.
All right. Let's keep it going.
James Amadei for $5. I can't get autographs with the nets at guaranteed rate field.
Oh, you can't throw the ball? Yeah, now because they have the safety nets up. Maybe they should make them retractable, right? Like, so in the pregame, they're down, right?
I said, I feel like they're just overreacting.
Dude.
But that's just me.
Here's the thing, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag because there's only 105 people on the stream right now, and, this might be only watched, maybe get 2,000. All right, I had an epiphany. The ball is juiced, and it's no more evidential this year than more fans are getting hurt, right?
It's the home runs. Like, dude, it's like routine fly balls are now leaving the park. Like, you can look at the home run rates. You can look at everyone's saying, like, launch angles a little bit, but launch angle doesn't explain home runs shooting up to the roof.
Right, like, home runs are up. People in the
Scoring's
stands,
up.
right? People getting hit in the stands is up. Like, that to me is more evidential that the ball is juiced than the home runs. Because
I don't know if they meant to do it. It may be unintentional, but
Right.
they probably just used a cheaper material for the ball.
Something
like
is wrong. Like, this wasn't a problem for 100 some odd years, and now kids are getting hit in the fucking face, and it's because the ball's juiced and it's terrible, and that's a very unintended side effect of playing God with the ball. That's what's happening. Every cause has an effect, right?
Oh, always. They probably saw like everyone liking Dodgers Astros Game 5, and they said, "We want more of that."
Yeah.
And yeah,
and they bought. I mean, MLB owns Rawlings. Okay, well,
yeah, they did, and they probably changed up like the fabric or like the material and made it into a harder baseball.
Probably they said we can do. They were like young Frankenstein. They were like, it's alive, it's juice, more home runs, more kids' faces getting hit. Jared Froman for $5. Will Matt Boyd be traded before the deadline? And who will take his midseason decline on if he is? Also, name pitchers who will be traded. I'm going to name one. And I'm going to say that Edwin Diaz gets traded for sure.
And lose Diaz, huh?
Yep. Who do you think's the biggest buyer?
Milwaukee. I think they get desperate for pitching.
Yeah, it's very possible. Milwaukee.
I would say them. Like they look like frauds.
I see the Cubs buying big time.
Oh, Cubs! I can see them buying relief pitching. I mean, they technically already bought with Kimbrel.
Right.
I mean, I can see them going further.
I can see the Indians buying.
Indians are weird. I can see them like buying or selling.
The Indians are the giants of the AL, but I see them buying. I see them buying. So we read this one from Kevin Von Magnum. So that's, yes. And Kevin, please stick around so you can jump on the stream at the end after we read all the snapper chats. So yes, Tampa Bay is gonna buy as well. Yeah, it's on you with 2.0.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, no
I
worries.
thought it was your turn. My bad. A 2.0 for $3 or 7-11 with three brand
7-Eleven.
new teams coming within the next couple of years. Do y'all think the MLS is expanding too quickly? Yes, because they had expanded like they went from what 24 to 30 teams in like 3 or 4 years.
They were at like 19. No, wait, I'm thinking of stadiums. Yeah, they grew really fit. I think they're at 27 teams now. They're not at 30 yet.
Yeah, they're gonna
Um,
hit 30.
yeah, the one thing you don't want to do is expand too quickly and then have to contract. And I don't see where. But the game's growing. You know what? As long as they don't build that border wall, they're still gonna have plenty of fans.
Oh jeez.
Ooh, dude, let's call a spade, right? Like, I mean, MLS's attendance is mostly made up of, especially in the South, of Hispanic fans like that do not like baseball, football, or basketball, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it it's making sense. That's what's fueling the growth, and it could be a big economic impact on the MLS if, there are not as many available fans. I'm just calling it what it is. I'm just speaking the truth.
Walking into.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm not saying I disagree or what
Right.
hurts.
I'm a realist here. Uh-huh. And we're now demonetized because we said
Oh, dude,
borderline.
we've been demonetized for a
I want to
while.
when I come out with merch, I'm
If we're doing that, my idea for a baseball stadium would be Trump Stadium, and you would build this great wall to prevent home runs. And whenever an opposing
yes.
player hits a home run, the wall gets 10 feet higher.
Right.
And
And
you
the
do that on
opposing
repeat.
team is going to pay for it. That's right.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
And everyone they're
And
all
it's just
red
like an
hats.
automatic, and you have an automatic recliner that just goes up every time,
At
10
Trump
feet.
at Trump Stadium, they're all wearing red hats, and it all just says MAGA on it, right? And just God. And everyone's wearing like
Make,
really garish red, white, and blue uniforms, like just all
yeah,
freaking tricked out. Like,
make the AL great again.
yeah, yeah, and all shiny diamonds and shit all over their uniforms. Yep. Ah. Salvatore. I want to when I come out with merch, I want a red hat that says "Make red hats wearable again." That's all I want to say. Salvatore for 199. Pete Rose should get in, but not give a speech. Well, you can't have it like both ways. You just gotta wait for him to die, and he doesn't look healthy, so it's probably not gonna. It's probably gonna happen soon. I'm gonna go ahead and read the next one. Uh, Beast of Metal 1989. What would you put in a hypothetical baseball hall of lulls? My picks would be Sid Bream, Noodle Arm Bonds, and references to uncontrollable $70 million payroll. I'm going to put in the bird that Randy Johnson disintegrated. That's going to go in my hall of lulls.
I would put in 10-cent beer night. That would
Yep.
be Disco Demolition night. That's
Yep.
a staple.
Mm-hmm. I would put in Tim Raines' vials of cocaine that he used to keep in his back pocket. That would be in Hall of Lulls. The David Cohn's bench that he sat in on the bullpen would make it in the Hall of Lulls, right?
Derek Bell's Operation Shutdown.
Yeah, yeah. And then Randy wins Noodle Arm. So there we go. I put those in.
I would also put in the entire reign of Kevin McClatchy.
Wow. Would you put in Bob Ojita's forehead and the dock that it's stuck to?
I'm not sure.
Too soon? All right. Anyways. You go ahead and read the next two.
That I can, sir. We'll go for Ace Ken Shader for $10 Canadian. For LA, I usually associate upper class and suburbs like Orange County and Anaheim with Clippers, Ducks, Angels, and Rams. For lower class in downtown, Lakers, Dodgers, Kings, and Chargers.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think really. I don't think the Chargers really like have a fan base in LA. Most of it's still in San Diego.
Yeah, it's true. But they force them to drive up to 5 so that they can fucking watch NFL football. It's such a perverse thing that they did to San Diego, right?
Because Spanos got greedy and he wants money.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you don't hear about fans getting beat up at in Anaheim, in the parking lot. That's definitely a more upper class thing. Hmm. And also, I don't
Oh
think
yeah.
they removed people from their homes to build the stadium in Anaheim either. I think they just built it where they had room. Um, James Amadei, do the White Sox make moves at the deadline? Let's look at MLB
They have
standings.
collapsed pretty hard, so they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell what they can.
They're gonna
I
sell it.
mean, I don't know. Do you think they move Jose Abreu now?
Man, they're 8 games under 500. Yeah, they're gonna sell. I don't know if they get rid of Abreu. That would just really incense the fans, right? Like, holy shit!
Yes.
Like, you already suck. Why are you gonna get rid of your best player?
The problem
Indians.
is, like, the only things I can see them getting rid of are like Kelvin Herrera and Alex Colomé.
Mm. I can see the
I
A's
don't know
being
what else you can
buyers.
really sell. Either they're too young or they suck.
Yeah, I could see the A's being buyers too, and I could
The
see.
A's technically have already started with Homer Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start laughing now because I think his last start he got blown up.
Who do you think is the most disillusioned buyer that just fucks up?
Giants. At this rate, probably the Giants or even the Padres, I think, might want to.
I could see the Nationals fucking that all up, and they're definitely going to be buyers. They were done.
They need bullpen
They were
help. They need
fucking
bullpen
done.
help in a huge way.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Why don't you
They
read the
need it.
rest? Why don't you read all the
Yep,
rest?
they need it badly. John Tutty for $2. How about the Tampa Bay Bucks legacy of failure? I can't do that because they won a Super Bowl 15 years ago. I don't know if you can call it a legacy of failure.
They still suck. They still suck. Um, it's just that's how it is, man. Like they've been bad for a long time.
Oh
It was
yeah.
funny last night during the Indians broadcast with Toronto. They did like a failure montage for the Indians. And I was like, wow.
I heard that. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Thanks for reminding me of how much I hate this damn team
right,
for
and
joking
so
all the damn
yeah, the
time.
Cleveland Indians account was on there, and they're like, we got to leave for a while here. And I was like, wow, this is like a tree video. And
Oh yeah.
yeah,
All you have to do is tell the truth sometimes.
yeah. Gosh,
It's literally all you have to do.
the Indians have been getting right fucked since 1954, dude. Like, I mean, Willie Mays made the catch on them, right? Like, it's, yeah, it's all interesting, buddy. All interesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the,
But one.
oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, but the Rays, you mean? Maybe they need more time. They're only at
Yeah,
20 years.
I think I should steal your format and do a legacy of failure on the Trop. Is
You
what I
should do a
do.
legacy of failure for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yes, another year of failure for
Yes,
them.
it was a terrible year. The
Hmm.
worst year you've ever had.
0 cups.
For shame.
0 cups.
No cups in 2 years.
Hmm.
For goddamn
In
shame.
your entire history, not one single Hart Trophy winner, not a cup. Like, have you done, Vegas Golden Knights? You're shit. You're all
Yeah,
shit.
you had one of the most spectacular collapses in NHL history.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Yeah. All right.
But Ace Ken Shader for
This is the
$5
last
Canadian.
one.
What are the thoughts of Holiday's family having no logo on Holiday Fame cap plaque, even though he expressed desires to wear a Blue Jays cap on plaque?
I don't know. That
I figured he would have done Blue Jays just because of his long career with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just odd. I don't know. Maybe they got
I mean,
indecisive.
unless they liked Philly because he won a championship with them.
Yeah, his wife gave a very moving speech. She did really well. Um, I don't know. It's just a tragic thing that how he died. I thought it was yeah, it was weird. Like that day, like I know I'm bringing up something,
Baseball
but
players and airplanes, man, it's like a really weird mix.
yeah, Corey Lytle, I think.
Corey Lytle, Thurman Munson, Roberto Clemente,
Yeah.
in a roundabout way, Roy Halladay,
Well,
and there's probably
Halliday,
a couple others I'm missing.
it just doesn't make any sense, Like it just seemed like he, I don't know, like oh, I'm losing focus. Like he had done that maneuver several times that day, and he was really testing it, like
He probably
um
pushed too hard.
I don't know if he wanted to kill himself or not, like I don't know what was going through his head that day, but it just seemed bizarre, But it happened. You know what? What's done cannot be undone. That's your wisdom from. That's all I've learned in 43 years. It's like it's done. Can't undo it. All right, we have made it to the end of the show. Kevin, are you still there? Are you still in the chat? You can jump on in the Discord if you want, but you got 1 minute to get in.
I can't believe it's
I know.
already tomorrow and we're going to be in
I know.
Canada.
So here's a couple things, right? Like, we're not only wrapping up the show, but we're going to be in Canada tomorrow. We're going to a Blue Jays game Sunday.
Yep.
So anybody that's on the stream that wants to meet us on Sunday, we'll be there. Oh, there he is. Kevin.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
What is up, my people?
Hey, thanks for the jersey, man.
How are you liking that? I was thinking either the Giants or the Rangers, and I realized which team hasn't pissed him off the most.
Dude. Yeah, like I probably would have cried if it was a Daniel Jones. I would have been like, "Oh, thanks for the ironic gift."
Dude, you should have done that.
You should have.
I would have seen the reaction, and I would have lost it. It would have been hilarious.
That is the most backhanded gift you can give someone. It's like, "Hey, it's a Giants jersey." Fuck, it's a Daniel Jones jersey.
No, like, Dave Brown jersey.
Oh God, now you're going really low blow. Right?
No. Julius Randle, Knicks jersey.
Oh, Julius Randle, Knicks jersey. I would have walked off the stream.
Zion Williamson, Knicks jersey.
Wow. No, dude, I really appreciate it, and thanks for not pouring salt in the open wounds of.
Oh, just wait until I get the Brendan Tanev or Jack Johnson.
Yeah. No,
because we know that's coming.
No, the good Branson jersey for Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
Let's give him some ideas.
Probably get something. Probably would do something like I try to get a Ottawa Senators jersey that says "We're a team." Recently, I couldn't get that one.
They probably couldn't. That's the problem.
Yeah, they were like, we have blocked those characters.
We can't say Melnick. We can't say Dorian. We can't say Melnick sucks.
What if you get just team as the jersey and the number 0?
That's what I was thinking. Like right to now.
That would be
boy, man.
All right, well,
I'm glad you're having a good day because you want me to tell you the fucking idiot of the day today is?
Yes, but make it quick. My wife's like yelling at me. So.
Oh God.
Taylor Lewan.
Oh,
You've heard of that, right?
Yes. Okay.
4-game suspension. PEDs. Unwittingly took a common steroid. I don't know what the hell happened. He basically pulled a Starling Marte.
Wow. Well, when someone gives you something, okay, he's the Titans. He has to take a polygraph after positive test.
Yep.
Because he's claiming that he rubbed some clear on him or something.
And that's your starting left tackle there. Mariota is probably going to die for the next on those 4 games because he has to face Myles Garrett, he has to face Justin Houston, he has to face the entire Jaguar defense. That's going to be a tough. Then again, they still have to get another drug test because.
Oh, they're going to test the B sample or something.
Yeah, they got to test the B sample yet.
Oh, if it's there, it's not an accident.
Just say if it's there, then he's screwed.
It could be something weird though, like DHEA or something, like that shouldn't be banned. But who knows?
But I will give him this. He actually So he had this podcast called Bussin' with the Boys, and he Twitter video saying that he received a letter saying that he has been suspended for 4 games unless he submits to another drug test to give a B sample because there's that chemical in the air, basically. But yeah, it's a very tough pill to swallow for here in Nashville for everyone. But then again.
So did you watch my salt video yet?
Yes, I have.
Was I accurate?
I think you. I don't know if you were right with the Cardinals because where are the Cardinals fans?
Well, yeah, but but was I accurate with the Titans fan? Are you the most salty in the AFC South?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Thank you for confirming that.
Look, as UrinatingTree pointed out, they are 1 yard short.
Yep.
1 yard short, but I can't say that they're the saltiest of the AFC. I think that one goes to the Buffalo Bills because they still can't let it go. They still can't let go of the Music City Miracle for 1 second.
Yeah, but that's more of a personal bias, don't you think? Because you just keep getting that shit like, oh, it was a lateral or it was a backwards pass, right? I'm sure 20 years later you still get that shit. But
how about not kicking a field goal when there's 16 seconds left on 3rd down?
Yeah.
How about running another play? Or how about, I don't know, when you lost the 99 season, I don't know, when you rebuild well and you don't screw over and draft JP Lossman?
Yeah. Well, they should have beat the Giants. But hey, we got to wrap up the show because I got to start packing and stuff for tomorrow.
Yeah, wear that sweater proud in Toronto. They may give you flack because you're the Rangers, but you at least made the Stanley Cup in this millennium. So there's that. Yes.
All right, Tree. Any parting words?
Nah, not really, man. I mean,
yeah.
It's an awesome jersey you got, though.
Yeah, thanks. I know, I appreciate it, Kevin. I cannot thank you enough. I did see Taylor Phillips, the host of the Michigan Sports Truth, was on the stream as well. Thanks for stopping in. Got to thank the mods, Beast of Metal, Nick Man, Oshawott Man. Dodger did not show up. She's probably packed. She's probably driving.
Oh, she's in Toronto, I think.
Yeah.
Like, she went there today.
And I wonder how she's going to react to that jersey.
She's got set up today, I think.
Yeah. And all the Snapper chatters, everyone that we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody and all the nice things that you do for us, like getting us Rangers jerseys with our fucking names on them. So everyone, thanks for coming out and appreciate you. And you made it to the end of the stream.
Peace out, yo.